Hello.
Recently, the use of GM food is increasing, but there are also some problems. Today, our presentation aims to cover the opinions of 4 people: farmer, scientist, senator, and company, who talked in the video Innovation or Nature, which we watched last week and discussed necessity and the patent and monopoly problems of GM food. First, I'm going to talk about the farmer's opinion. Farmers in the video are willing to grow GM crops and are always trying to make their farming practices resistant to the climate change, such as drought. They want to grow crops for a longer period without rainfall, and they believe that GM crops will make it come true. However, they disagree with the monopoly of the gene technology. These days, monopoly is common in the farming sector, and companies control the fertilizer and grain industry. So GM seeds are so expensive. For example, the original canola they grow costs them $400 a ton. But run-ready canola, which is resistant to weed killer, costs them $16,000 a ton, which is as 40 times more expensive as the original one. Although they understand that the companies should get return on their investment, they claim that GM seeds had better be available to everyone at low cost. In conclusion, it's doubtful that they are in favor of the use of GM crops, but they are totally against the monopoly of the gene technology. In this section, we've looked at farmers' opinion, and Danny is going to talk about scientists' opinion.
Okay, hello everyone.
Hello.
Dr. Higgins is a scientist who have created the insert resistant P and have done a lot of research about technology for many years. In his opinion, the GM food is inevitable because as the world has been changed. And the major concern of GM food is the food security. And however, this issue is inevitable and compares with its benefits. This risk is acceptable. For example, he has tested over 300 crops for food, and he doesn't see the GM food will be a threat for our health. Another point of view from him is that the GM food is a revolutionary innovation, and he also supported that the GM food should be a patent. Though we might have to pay some price for such technology, the world needs it. Every new technology always encounter the same hygienes, which is not easily accepted by the public, but we need it. Because it brings our world to a new era. Next, I would like to ask him to come and give the view of the senators.
Just one, yeah?
Yes.
That's all.
Okay. According to the video, there are 2 main points that the senator had mentioned. First of all, he showed his own viewpoint about whether GM crops should belong to patent or discoveries. He was against GM human and plant genes and patents because genes are biological materials. They would never change, even though they are transferred to a lab environment. So he thinks GM crops should be judged as discoveries, not inventions. And secondly, he pointed out that there was a prediction of the world population by 2050. It would increase to 9 billion at the time. So food shortages would be a problem at that time, which need some method to be figured out. So these are the two main parts that the methods appear. Now I'd like to ask Artur to describe, to continue our last presentation.
So good morning, everyone. Now I'm going to talk about the company's view about the issue of GM food and monopoly. So one of the largest seeds supply, Monsanto, says that they are driving research to that will ensure that the food challenge in the future will be resolved. It also claims that the patent system inspires research and innovation, and turning patents into a reward. Monsanto also advocates that their research will be help developing countries to face the future problems. For example, rising temperature due to the global change, and they don't see patents as a monopoly. So back to Yosuke now.
Okay, I will give
Danny?
a conclusion. In our presentation, we have shown the different view of the four people. In short, according to what they say, we strongly believe that the GM food is necessary because of the climate change and the explosion of the population. In addition, even though they have whole different view about whether the GM food should be a patent, convincing argument can be made that the GM food can be a patent but should not be monopolistic. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah.